Africa, and a warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports, and entertainment, all in one experience. My name is Andile Kukulethu, Intombi yakwaCindu Mahlaba. In your headlines today, Zimtrade gets award for nurturing youth businesses. Zim cuts drugs import bill as new investors boost supplies. France urges past Morocco to set up Argentina final. The Empowerment Mall, which recently opened its doors in central Harare, has brought relief to scores of informal traders who have been operating from the streets. The market started operating at the beginning of about 150 traders, mostly those who deal with clothing. The mall was constructed by Interest Investments, which also run the Copacabana Traders Mall. The development is in line with government's empowerment initiatives and aimed at ensuring that traders are organized and do pay taxes. New investors have recently entered the key pharmaceuticals industry, resulting in increased production of medicines and medical supplies, helping also reduce Zimbabwe's import bill. It is a great opportunity for Zimbabwe to be less dependent on foreign medical supplies, thereby increasing the local manufacturing of therapeutics. Now moving to African news. Nigeria on Thursday will introduce into circulation its new currency and the first redesign in 20 years. The authorities say the measure is meant to address insecurity, tackle counterfeiting, and force excess cash back into the banking system. More than 80% of the money in circulation was being hoarded by individuals and has urged people to take their old Naira notes to commercial banks for replacement. Now on to the international news. A young boy has been killed in Montpellier during stampede between France and Morocco fans following the World Cup semi-final. He was transferred to the hospital but died shortly after the arrival, the Department of Herald said. France and Morocco fans also clashed in Paris following the game, and police in riot gear were called to disperse the crowd. Now moving right along to the business news. Zimtrade has been awarded by the International Trade Center for its successful youth business nurturing and development initiatives, Eagle Nest Youth Incubator. Zimtrade scooped the first prize for having the best initiative to ensure that trade is inclusive and sustainable. Zimtrade contains that often youth-led companies remain at the resources level of supply chains, and young companies need help to move up the supply chain for their own success and to contribute to the national export economy, said Chief Executive Officer Mr. Alan Majuko. Macadamia nut farmers in Zimbabwe are struggling to access funding to support production of the lucrative crop, despite its huge potential to generate foreign currency through exports, an industry official said. Farmers had hoped to benefit from the recently launched $30 million hectare culture export revolving facility, but all the engagement with the relevant authorities have not been helpful, Mr. James Masiri said. Now on to your stock exchange. Now moving along to sports news. France were all pushed all the way to the FIFA World Cup wildcards Morocco before the holders sealed a place in Sunday's final against Argentina last night. The first African side to reach a World Cup semi-final refused to backle despite suffering the early blows of losing key defender Nave to injury and the going behind to Thea's scrambled fifth-minute goal. France ensured that they will defend their crown against Argentina at Lusail Stadium on Sunday. Now on to your JIT-TV News with a report. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me tonight. As always, kindly please follow us and comment on all our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or rather go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugulethu, intombi yakwaCintu Mahlaba.